happen again? Where's it coming from? I don't know where this is coming from. Oh, I know where it is now. I had two browsers open. Fuck!
Here on the post show.
I forgot that I had it open in a different browser.
We're all stars now.
Stars
in the
now.
post show. In the post show. In the post show. In the post show. Yeah. Yeah.
What do we got here? We've got...
Yeah.
This is just...
That intro for Actual Mania...
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah. You want to watch it one more time?
Yeah, let's just watch it.
All right.
Everybody here is going to be watching.
I'll put it
tomorrow,
full
right?
screen. It'll get everyone hyped up for it.
Yeah.
It's Actual Mania.
God damn it, pal. God damn it, pal. That's pretty fucking cool ass intro.
Yeah.
When I started making those little graphic cards, I was like, this is gonna be the last time I do these graphic cards. Because someone's going to do something way better than this. When I did it for the last one, I was like, I know that someone's going to pick it up and do way better. And that's a fucking full-ass video. That's way better.
You know what? For next month, I want to do a parody of the WrestleMania 8 intro. I can't show it because it'll probably get flagged by WWE.
Yeah.
But it's great. The music's out there, and I want to do the Vince McMahon voiceover.
God damn it, pal.
Yeah.
Get your meds ready for Actual Mania.
Actual Mania. So, and I was thinking today, do people like to vote to determine the winner, or should I go into WWE 2K20 and
Vote.
make...
I like vote.
Okay, voting
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, vote is good.
Because I thought then we could call the matches like we're announcers and people might like that.
I think we should call the when we go into the actual like videos, we should do like announcer talk during the video.
Yeah, but then we're just going to talk over the video, and then it's like, why even watch the video?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if we can't hear what's being said in the video.
I think we have a good setup as was.
Okay.
I like it. I like the voting. I like everybody participating. It gets everybody like they're active with us. I love that. I love that. It's a good ship, lollipop. It's a free trip to the candy shop where the bonbons play on the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay. Pop. Oh, man. So we have...
Jared did an interview with this guy that I actually had banned from our chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's a character too. Seriously, what is his name? I can't remember his name right now. It's like TNF Gaming.
Oh,
modding,
yeah.
modding. Yeah, he was the one that TNF modding. Yeah, he was the one that kept spamming. Shabisky just interviewed Jared's dad or whatever. Yeah. He's also the same guy that asked Jared's dad if he was like related to Jared's mom and all that kind of weird stuff. And I heard that he was mad that we banned him for spamming our chat. I let him say it like a couple times. I was like, finally, I was like, stop. And he did it anyway, so I banned him. And I guess he was mad and he said he was going to dox us, but then he just doxed the same address that Jared did. I guess he's a doxer too. Like, he's literally, if that's true, he's literally no better than Jared. Like, he's just as bad.
Oh, I don't. Jared's pretty fucking bad for more than just doxing.
This guy seems like he's kind of a hypocrite. I don't know.
So the update on Onision.
And it was a really bad interview, too.
At Onision on Twitter posted 28 seconds ago a poll. I could really use a worthless slut to entertain me right now. Are you down? And the poll answers are, yes, daddy. Less than 3, please fuck me. Let me suck your dick, less than 3. I love you so much, less than 3. Please impregnate me, less than 3.
What's less than 3?
The little heart symbol, you know, the less than symbol and the number 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why am I hearing this?
Just, I thought I'd update everybody on the...
That's not an update. He's been doing that for days.
Well, this one just got loaded 28 seconds ago.
Well, right, but he's been doing the same shit. These dumb polls.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh.
Alrighty, guys.
Oh, actually, this isn't it yet. This is what he... This is after it. I have to play the one... I have to play the actual interview. Here it is. Oh, no. Hold on. I downloaded it. I forgot. Oh, yeah, and by the way, another thing about this is that he streams the same way Jared does. Like, when his stream is as low quality as Jared streams. That's another thing. Look at this. Oh, and by the way, he does this starting soon. When you watch a video and it says starting soon, how long do you think that's going to be on the screen?
12, 15 minutes.
This is a live stream. Yeah, that's I mean, sometimes it's way shorter than that, but yeah.
Well, it should be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be there at all.
What should it be max?
It should be 1 minute max, in my opinion. It should be 1 minute, and it should be a countdown, so you know exactly when it's going to start.
Guess how long this is?
Probably like 45 minutes.
You're so close. It's like, let's see.
Oh my God. 55?
54, almost 55.
55 fucking minutes.
Yeah, and he was playing copyrighted music this whole time. So more than likely, this video didn't get recommended to anybody. The video last time I saw it only had like 200, 300 views.
Do you think copyright actually might help because then it promotes the music it's being used since they're being monetized by a bigger company?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh wait, it should start any second here. Oh yeah, and this is what it looks like. This right here.
Starting soon.
This is what it looks like. Doesn't this look like a Jared stream? How Jared like has his page up.
That's
and
funny.
So like,
well, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting soon.
Yeah, do you see it? Heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio in your stream, and your stream may be temporarily blocked. No, that does not help your distribution at all.
Yeah. But who cares? He's got 10 fucking viewers after being up for an hour. Like,
well, I mean, he may have had more.
Well, it's poo-poo.
Some people may have left.
It's poo-poo.
We've got more viewers here, and we're on a private stream.
Yeah, but we're fucking the best. This is not the best. This is the rest.
Yeah, and look, he's still fucking around. Like we're not hearing anything yet. Jared pops in. The audio in this is just horrendous.
Oh, I'm glad you're playing it.
So, well, I mean, it's,
yeah, I know.
For what this is, this could have been done way better. I guess Shabisky wanted to do it, and then this guy kind of like took it out from under him.
Yeah,
and did a way where like he doesn't ask. He has a few tougher questions, but he doesn't follow up on anything. He doesn't mention obvious contradictions, all of that kind of stuff. And then at the end, he's like, I think I got through to him. It's like, no, you didn't. Evidently, not at all, because we're going to watch his, we'll watch a reasonable amount of this, but then I'll play for you what he said in the interviews afterwards. Or not in the interview, but a video he made afterwards. Yeah. Jared gets noticeably pissed off in this, too. You can hear, like, the rage in his voice.
Should we
I'm trying
get
to
to when
find
they
it.
start talking?
Yeah, the problem with that is that I can't tell unless it's playing.
We could just get it to play and speed it up for a minute and go back. Get it within, because we're just waiting for minutes.
The hell?
Oh my God. See, we'd have been waiting for like 10 minutes there. This is ridiculous.
Why? It must be turned down or something. I don't know why we can't hear it.
Go in like an hour or go in like 2 hours. See what happens.
I'm just gonna pull it up on his
YouTube.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, I don't think we're getting any.
Busted?
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Hooray!
I'll pull it up in just a second here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Egghead wasn't around tonight, was he?
Nope.
Little turd.
Haven't seen him in a little while.
I missed that little turd.
I think Spec scared him away finally. Spec, you have to make an apology now.
Yeah, you better call Egghead and tell him you're sorry. You better tell him. You better tell him you're sorry.
What's that guy's channel's name again?
TNF Modding or something?
What a weird name. All right, here it is. Okay, interview with Alpha Genesis. Yeah, see, it won't. I typed in interview with Alpha Genesis and it wasn't showing anything. All right. Oh yeah, here's this music.
I'm gonna share this with the audience, the Patreon post-show special audience. I got some decorations for the studio.
Some Yodas.
Some Yoda Christmas lights. Just in time for the holiday season. So you guys can be like, is that Yoda?
All right, let's see.
It'll be funny.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
So he's here. But you can't hear his voice.
I was just going to say, yeah, man, I live in Houston, Texas, USA. Lived here all my life. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I am saying?
Been on YouTube for about 6.5 years, I want to say. Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm a pretty simple guy. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do YouTube full time. Trying to work the hustle. You know what I mean? I just currently started live streaming about last year. Yeah. But unfortunately, right, man. Yeah, it definitely is, dude. And, struggle's real, but I know we all got our struggles out there, but I know that's why you want to talk to me too about the drama stuff. And I'm more than happy to, do that. But
he's lying here. He's not.
I guess I covered the basics though for the most part, unless there's anything else you want to know.
You can't.
Okay, so as a platform, I mean, to be honest with you,
this
dude,
is done so poorly.
I'm not entirely a huge fan, but the main reason I use it is just simply because I feel like it's the best thing out there, in terms of getting noticed, as well as, even variety of content, because as you may know, the smaller sites, not a lot of people use. There really isn't a whole lot of stuff on there. So I'm just kind of waiting, to be honest with you, dude. Like I'm waiting for the next best thing. I don't know when that will be, but until that happens, I'll just stay on YouTube. So,
well,
yeah.
Is there anything that you would improve about YouTube? Like, I know I would change. I would change the hours watched. It's ridiculous. No one can get 4,000 hours done in a year. It's impossible. Unless you're a really big YouTuber. I think that affects all YouTubers like us.
If you're not getting that much watch time,
stream pretty much like.
Go ahead.
If you're not getting that much watch time, then you're not going to be making that much fucking money anyways. So what's the point of being monetized?
Right.
I guess maybe you could argue super chats if you do have a small amount
That
of
is
people
true.
coming through. And maybe they should open up super chats to anybody who can get a certain number of subscribers, and then super chats turn on at that point, because you don't need watch time. If you have one person watching but they want to give you $10, they should be able to do that.
Yeah,
But
then
as far as-
YouTube makes money anyway.
but as far as AdSense goes, it's stupid to have these people worried about monetization with AdSense and only getting like views that don't even matter, that don't amount to more than a couple pennies, but then their content might get shown with something that is like a Coca-Cola sponsorship, and Coca-Cola doesn't like the content in their video, and now they're going to pull an entire ad campaign because of some small channel that was like, yeah, dude, Nazis are fucking cool as hell, dude. I love Nazis.
And not all of us can do it. Some of us have other priorities and stuff, so it makes it harder for us to do that. If you want to do the spot time and then maybe go.
Do we have the screen pulled up for this, or just?
Well,
Oh shit.
It's black right now, but there's really nothing on the screen, right? Like,
Oh shit. I didn't realize you couldn't see it. Hold on.
yeah.
I have to fix this. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is what his stream looks like.
Yeah. So we can see.
It
some of
looks
the
like
chat here.
it looks like Jared's. You know what I mean? Like the chat's up. You can see who he blocks. You can see like his his stream settings and all that shit. Can you see his stream? Dude, does he have his stream key right there?
No, wouldn't do that.
Dude, it says stream key. Dude, he's on the page where his stream key is. He's like one click away from showing it. That's.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, yeah. Go on, sorry.
No, you're good. That's the thing, though, man. Is like, I just feel like YouTube doesn't really care that much about, the little guy. It's mostly about PewDiePie, Markiplier, the 10 million subbers, and it's really hard out there for the little guy. So,
right? It's blocked.
if you're a little dude
got
out
the
there,
eye
you know
over
what
it.
I mean?
Right,
You
but
have
if
my
he
support
accidentally
and
clicked that,
my
it would
sympathy,
show his stream key.
and including you,
Just for 1
James, because I know you got a
second.
channel too.
Yeah, it
You
takes
know what
me
I'm saying?
forever. Yeah, it took me like a couple of years to get to this.
So they're
to
kind
even
of
get almost
cordial at
2K
first
subs.
here, but it
Little guy,
changes.
but
Yeah, your dad said that when you're not on the internet, you're a pretty like chilled and relaxed guy and stuff, and you're pretty cool and everything. So I kind of see that right now. But I'm just wondering if you were like abused as a child.
He's also
or
showing like which comments come up to be hidden and stuff. It's really weird.
anything kind of like trauma kind of thing that happened to you that
the
makes you think like this.
Yeah. So the funny thing about that, man, is when you hear most bully stories, people being bullied, most of the time they're going to tell you it's from people that they either didn't know or from their parents. But for me, I'm a victim of bullying, and it was by my own friends. My friends would harass me. They would make fun of me, belittle me. And I dealt with a lot of people like this growing up. I don't really know why for sure, but if I had to guess,
I wish his dad would have said
either
what
they were
condition Jared had.
At the beginning of this, which I accidentally skipped over a little bit, he says that he doesn't have a condition.
Well, he says that.
Yeah.
jealous of me for something, or simply they were just trying to manipulate
It's like what my dad was talking about was just like I could get mad sometimes.
me. But yeah, that did affect me a lot as a child, and it still affects me today.
Later on, he's going to claim that he actually was a caretaker for mentally ill people, like heavily autistic people. He also says he's a good person because he was in like the recycling club in high school. Like he's
Okay,
reaching.
So, as you're aware, you made some comments about dating and consent in regarding to children, 12 and under.
Mhm.
Is there anything that you can tell me about that?
Sure, man.
Anything
I
else
mean,
you
whatever
want?
you want to know.
Just like,
Yeah, man. I mean,
like, did you say it just like because you actually believe that, or is that like your belief, or is it sexual preference, or
Right.
what is it?
okay, so well, let me just start. I'll go ahead and tell you, my politics.
He always says you have to understand.
I'm a
He always says that.
conservative, but I'm also a liberal conservative. So what that basically means is I'm kind of a, I guess you could call it like a liberal Christian. in a sense. Like, I don't support abortion, but besides that, and maybe one or two other things, I pretty much am very lenient on. I as long as you're not hurting anyone, I'm pretty much okay with it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't do drugs, but I don't condone. I'm not going to tell people what to do with their life. So if you want to do drugs, I'm fine with that. Just understand that you're probably going to ruin your life. You know what I mean? So basically, to make a long story short, in terms of like sexuality, again, I just feel like as long as you're not hurting anyone, and of course, if it's mutual,
Did he just
I
mark
can't
the
really
stream
say
as for
I'm
kids?
against it. That's all I was trying to.
No, really?
Young Bill Fridge.
No.
Friends. My friends would harass me. They would make fun of me, belittle me. Well, let me just start. I'll go ahead and tell you, my politics. I am a conservative, but I'm also a liberal conservative. So what that basically means is I'm kind of I guess you could call it like a liberal Christian in a sense. Like, I don't support abortion, but besides that, and maybe one or two other things, I pretty much am very lenient on. I as long as you're not hurting anyone, I'm pretty much okay with it, if that makes sense.
It's really hard to control
I don't do
on this
drugs,
and not
but
on
I don't
BLC.
condone. I'm not going to tell people what to do with their life. So if you want to do drugs, I'm fine with that. Just understand that you're probably going to ruin your life. You know what I mean? So basically, to make a long story short, in terms of.
Yes, it's made for kids. There's a child in the thumbnail, right?
Okay.
Of like sexuality, again, I just feel like as long as you're not hurting anyone, and of course, if it's mutual,
Okay.
I can't really say I'm against it. That's
dumb.
all I was trying to insinuate it. People took it the wrong way, and yeah, it is what it is.
People took it the wrong way.
You understand why parents, guardians, and people have been sexually abused were worried about your comments, right? You understand that, right?
I mean, to be honest with you, man, I really don't. But at the same time, I'm sorry that I've offended people.
He's doubling
and
down.
I certainly was not trying to say, go out as a fully adult man and date an 8-year-old. That's not what I was trying to imply. I know people took it as such, but I was just being metaphorical with some of the things that I was
metaphorical. Where
that's
was
really
the
all
metaphor?
it was,
There was
dude.
no metaphor.
Metaphorical? Does he even know what metaphorical? God, he's so dumb.
The metaphor for dating somebody who consents at legal age is calling them an 8-year-old. That's the metaphor.
That's not a metaphor.
Well, no, because I said they're an 8-year-old, so an 8-year-old means someone who is of consent and an adult. Consenting adult. The metaphor is calling them an 8-year-old.
So you know it's wrong, right?
Okay, so the thing is, I can't say again, like, let me just go back to what I was saying.
Yeah, and check this out. Look at his video resolution. He's streaming at 1364 by 768. That's such a weird resolution. Most people's screens are not that resolution.
His screen is, right?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. That is not a notice how there's black bars, very thin black bars.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's because that's not a regular resolution. That's not a widescreen resolution.
Weird.
It's too long and thin.
If you're not hurting anyone, I can't say whether it's right or wrong because, bro, you got to understand. Whoops, did I just look?
He should be at 1280 by 720 if he's doing like, the lowest form of HD, 720. He should be at
Oh, sorry, my screen went out. We all have different preferences. I can't judge people for being homosexual. So with that said, I can't judge someone for being a pedophile either. And I'm sorry if that offends you, bro, but, again, that's just how I am, dude. If you're not hurting anyone, I can't.
Hear how he's getting angry? Do you hear him?
Say I'm against it, and I stand by that.
So there's one thing I want to ask was, why did you send pics to females that you were?
See how he just moves on to the next topic? Like, he doesn't ask about what he just said to actually ask him.
Because he doesn't have the depth of interview He's just asking questions. There's people who are interviewers because they ask the questions that are ahead of them. There's people who are interviewers that actually use the questions as talking points to start pulling actual information out of people.
Were thought or underage.
Sure. Okay, so here's the thing, and
Bullet point
listen,
interview.
I know most of your audience probably isn't gonna believe this, and that's fine. Like, I'm not expecting them to, but here's the thing, bro.
This is his excuse for why he was sending the dick pics.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
First of all, if you don't mind, let me just
I'm gonna speed
explain
him up a little bit.
what happened and why it came to that really quick. I'll be brief on it. I was being trolled by a guy by the name of Chris, the 30-year-old boomer, who was a neo-Nazi.
Oh, it's all
he was very
fault.
upset that I didn't join his group. Him, along with Matthew Heimbach, another neo.
So I know that you say that we troll you because you wouldn't come on our show, and that's the reason you always give. So, I mean, this is bullshit. You do this to everybody.
Yeah, we happen to know for a fact that Chris didn't even want you in his neo-Nazi group.
Yeah, I mean, for all I know, he has one. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I doubt he's really mad that Jared wouldn't be in it. That's ridiculous.
Neo-Nazi. So I was constantly being berated and harassed by them for over a year. So with that said,
you get harassed because of the dumb shit you say. You blame us for bringing all these people at you. You blame Keemstar. You blame everybody. But I mean, there's all these videos of you, even ones that go back like 8 years of you. You're like, you made a video where you told Boogie that after he dies of being so fat, you're gonna come rape his wife. So, I mean, you're not going to make any friends saying that kind of stuff. That's like a threat.
Trolling me on Discord one day. And, I just wasn't having it anymore. So I said some pretty edgy things to him.
Oh, edgy. He was just, you know what? He was just being an edge lord. That's why he sent his dick.
In regards to
Edgy
children and
dick.
sexuality. And what he did was he shared it with Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants made a big spectacle of it, and I'm pretty sure that's what caught Keemstar's attention. So by the time this happened, I was honestly, bro, I was just fucking fed up. And I know I was being trolled, especially by Drunken Peasants fanboys, because they have a very, very toxic fan base. So to answer your question, bro, like, here's the thing. I know the people that I sent those photos to, I know they weren't fucking children, bro. They were adults. They were trying to honeypot me. They were trying to get me arrested, and that was royally pissing me off. So I just sent those pics as a way of trolling them back. That's all it was, bro. Listen, and again, you don't have to believe that. Your audience doesn't have to believe that, but that's all I was simply doing. I'm a lot smarter than people give me credit for. I know when I'm being trolled. So that's why I did it, bro.
Right,
Hey,
so,
I knew I
as
was
you know, you
being
have a-
trolled, so I
Showed my
I told
dick.
I told the girl that was pretending to be a 15-year-old that I thought she was 14, and then I showed her my dick
He did it like
multiple times.
Yes.
But that's the thing. Those are the ones that we are able to prove because it's fans of our show. But there's other cases with actual underage girls that he was talking to, right?
From what I've heard. I have not seen any evidence about that, but I know.
Well, there was that one video that was put out about him, and there was like an underage girl that was on audio. She sounded underage. I don't know if she actually was, but he was creeping on
We didn't
that.
even see what she looked like, so I'm not going to make these assumptions based on just a voice. Unless they sound like they're 4 or 5.
She sounded like she was like early, maybe tweens, if teens.
You're just
sounded young as fuck.
Sounded young. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. There are plenty of adults that sound way younger than they are. So I'm not going to go based on just the way someone's voice sounds.
But I'm gonna go on it.
I know you will
It was
because
creepy as fuck, and it
just
bothered me.
You just assume everything.
And someone said that she was like 13, and that was her voice talking. 13 or 14.
I mean, it's bad enough. I mean, that's whatever. One thing that we've heard from Jared himself, he made a video all butthurt that he broke up with someone he was talking to. And he's like, as it turns out, she may be a little
lot of
underage.
your
So he's
followers,
admitted it
and
himself.
that they could be influenced in.
That's
sorry, what
even
was that?
more damning.
You know that
I'm
you
sorry,
have
what was that?
Yeah, you know that you have a lot of young followers, and that they could be influenced.
I don't really know about that, bro. I don't think that I do, honestly. I don't think that I do.
Well, there's a guy called Daniel Minecraft, and there's quite a few of them.
Daniel Minecraft, that's a troll. That's always around Shabisky. How did you not know that?
Kids like that. And obviously Daniel Minecraft is really.
Remember we
I'm not
played
sure if
it.
you saw my stream with him on there.
He was a troll or
but
not a
he
troll?
was
I barely know who that
really
is.
out there.
I know the face from Discord, but I barely know Daniel Minecraft. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I think he's been some of the stuff that he said. He kind of took in kind of a negative way. And he said quite a lot of bad things on my stream, which is quite worrying. So you need to like be careful like what you're saying when you know that you have young followers, because you don't want them to be influenced in a negative way.
Could you elaborate? I'm sorry to interrupt, but could you elaborate on what he said? Because this may not have even been anything I said, because I'm pretty sure that guy's a troll. But go ahead.
He said a
Jared's
lot
right
of things
here.
like kind of what you said, where he said that he was gonna, have sex with younger kids and stuff and hang out playground or whatever. So
I was informed by someone that Daniel Minecraft is actually a troll. So what he was doing was trolling you, man.
yeah, because I was really worried about that kid. But
If
he's
you're
still,
getting trolled for
No,
even if he is just being edgy, let's say just for the sake of argument that all the shit Jared has said, all the creepy shit is just totally edgy, and you're getting mercilessly trolled for it, why keep doing it if you have a problem with it and you think it's cyberbullying? Why when you're being trolled would you double down on all the pedo stuff? Like I don't get it.
I'm trying to DM me now as well.
It doesn't make sense. It's the worst excuse I've ever heard for this.
It doesn't matter anyways. If someone's trolling you and they're saying they're a certain age, and you're playing into the troll, you're playing yourself. If you're not showing that they're not that age, you're consenting to giving your underage nudes to someone that is perceived as a minor.
Listen, yeah, bro. If you were to
you can't say I knew they were, so I did it. You can't just be like I knew it. That's not going to hold up in court.
look at his channel, I looked at his channel. It's a troll channel. Like what he does is just try to troll people for views. You know what I mean?
love how Jared gets
Yeah,
this
so
as
I'm sorry,
no
but
problem, but the fucking TNF won't jump off of it. It's like, well, no, just because I was really taking it back when I said
That's why
it.
I think I mean we heard the Jared's dad thing, and he was in there too. This is the guy that just randomly called Jared, and that's how they got his dad on the phone. So this guy's kind of shifty.
But I can't
And
be
he doesn't know how to. I mean, like, what is this resolution?
held responsible for that. That guy he was messing with me.
What is this?
Yeah, but you have to understand that if you do have young followers, which you do, and I do.
That's why he's getting this warning. Please check video resolution. Current resolution is not optimal. Yes, because it's not the size of a normal screen.
As well.
Current resolution is shit.
Stuff that we say or do could influence them in a negative way, and you need to.
Okay, but elaborate if you could, James. If you could elaborate on what you're saying, because I say a lot of stuff, man. So I don't really know what you're talking about.
Well, they could take it in the wrong meaning, and like how Keemstar did. Obviously.
Okay, so are you saying in terms of like my edgelording? Because I'm pretty sure it's obvious.
Oh, it's just edgelording.
Like with me, bro. If you know me, you know when I'm being serious and when I'm not. And if someone can't tell the difference, no offense, I'm sorry, but I think that person's either really young or just a complete idiot. You know what I mean?
Because that's how you dismiss anyone who has a problem with what you say and do. You just go, oh, you're just a little kid, or you go, oh, you're just dumb, you're autistic, or whatever. That's what you do. It's pretty ridiculous.
And I honestly I don't want to sound shallow, but I don't really want young viewers. I want people who are around my age or slightly younger, because honestly, dude, I find
evidence to the contrary. Evidence to the contrary,
most
my
kids
friends.
Quite annoying on YouTube. And it is what it is, but I'm just being honest. Like a lot of them are just very immature.
Yep,
and a lot of them, honestly, they don't even understand.
They're just like little kids. They're 4chaners.
With so many idiotic children from Keemstar's fan base, it was just unreal. Like if you didn't know, most of that guy's fan base is literally just like 10-year-olds.
Yeah. See, he leans on the same shit constantly.
It became so tiring just seeing their stupid childish comments. Like I want nothing to do with that age range. I'm just being brutally honest with you, bro. So yeah, man, I mean
I think you've literally said otherwise.
I'm just being brutally honest with you, bro.
Hopefully maybe that will help your viewers understand that I'm not a pedo. I don't even want children on my fucking channel. So I don't know what else to tell you with that, man.
Well, yeah, because some of the contents of the conversation, and I've seen quite a few, generally the people like the conversations that were basically saying that they were like 13, 14, 15, and you exposed yourself to them. So I know like maybe you thought that they were trolling and stuff, but what if it was someone that was a minor basically? Do you not think that would affect them?
No,
kind of way?
he wasn't on that one.
Here's the thing.
He was like, really?
And again, I'm sorry if
Like
this
he was
wasn't
just
you know
like
anything
go
you
back
want
and
to hear
like
or your
hype the
fans want to hear,
beginning of the
but
episode right
Fuck
after the
this,
if that's
dude.
really what they're
Jesse
into,
I don't know why this shit
he
keeps
is blown
happening.
away by that notion.
But I
He was
also
like,
think
two of y'all.
Damn it, dude. Sorry.
what's weird.
Yeah, well, I accidentally opened a
Second
browser.
window.
man, I can't
Yeah.
say it's wrong.
Sorry.
If they
Sorry,
want to go out and
everybody.
fuck 13-year-olds, that's their own business. That's not even my concern. You know what I mean? I'm not telling them
You
to
know what
break
I'm
the law,
saying?
but didn't you say that Daniel Minecraft was a minor anyway? So what's wrong with that if he's a minor? I don't quite understand.
No.
Could you elaborate?
Well, basically, some of the stuff that you said, I know that you maybe were trolling certain things, but but he kind of, I'm not sure whether he was trolling because it's very hard to tell. But
Yeah.
but I know that one of the things that he said that was he was going to shoot up a school, which is absolutely
Oh,
yeah.
well, I mean, that
Which
should
is
tell you
insane.
something right there, man. Listen, do you really think, okay, listen, James, I know you're a smart guy. Do you really think someone who's going to shoot up a school is going to say that they're going to do it online? I mean, come on.
Yes, shooters have left manifestos and videos basically saying what they're going to do. It has happened. They found like evidence that shooters were planning shootings and talking about shootings on their YouTubes.
That Italian Papa John's owner.
That guy that
had 40 pizzas in 30 days.
that's not what I'm talking about.
I thought he was leaving his manifesto. Turns out he was just making manicotti pesto.
Remember Gabrielle Giffords? She was a
Yeah.
congresswoman that got shot in the head.
Yeah.
And she's still alive, and she's actually surprisingly doing well. Like,
She
but-
went from being Republican to Democrat after being shot in the head.
no,
Oh,
that's not. That's
Is that
that did
Bill
not
Brady
happen.
or
Anyway, the guy who shot her and all the people in Arizona, he left all this stuff online about what he was planning and what he wanted to do. Everyone knew he was a crazy motherfucker.
it was all on his MySpace
Come on,
page.
dude. Nobody's
I
that.
don't know. I mean, he's
think it
maybe
was
he is. You
YouTube.
never know.
I mean, you really have to be a complete idiot to do that, man. I mean, maybe those kinds of people do exist, but most people, if they're going to commit a huge crime like shooting up the school, they're sure as shit not going to announce it to the whole world before they do it. I mean, that's just complete idiocy. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to tell you, man. Sorry.
There's also some things that you said that you threatened some people about.
Yeah, we can't just assume threats are jokes anyway.
You threatened some people with your dad's shotgun. What was that about?
Okay, well, first, for the record, let me make it clear. I can't even tell you how many times I've been threatened. Like, I would say it's at least 100
That
times
doesn't
now.
matter.
By Keemstar fans, by Surviving Life fans. I've had people tell me, you know, they're going to wait in my room, stab me. I've had people tell me that, you know, they're going to get their gangs on me, things of that nature. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't go out of my way to make threats. But if someone's going to get in
Let's
my
skip
face,
ahead a little bit.
I mean, about Hatman, he was very rude to me. That's why I block him. But you know, in terms of stuff you told me, I mean, dude, like, you're a smart guy. A lot of the stuff you're telling me, it is right, man. Like, I'm not gonna completely disagree with a lot of stuff you're saying. But I think that maybe you, as well as some of your friends, just simply misunderstood me and didn't know what was going on behind the curtains. And that's not your fault, because, you know, a lot of the stuff you really can't find anyway unless you really dig for it. But yeah, bro, it all boils down to me being a victim of gang stalking by Nazis, mostly at this point. They started all this crap, and I'm just determined to stop them any way I can, because I don't want anyone else to have to deal with the same stuff that I have. So
Yeah, there is one thing that you can do is by not exposing yourself to what you think is a minor. That'd be a start. I mean, we could work on that.
well, what do you mean?
thing. Well,
What do you mean by that?
I'm not sure if you know, but there's quite a lot of screenshots where you've exposed yourself to what you thought was a minor. And I know that you
Okay, but
maybe thought you
I
were
told
trolling.
you earlier, James, did you
Yeah.
hear what I told you earlier? I was trolling them. Those were not minors. They claimed to be minors, but they weren't.
And what is this thing about simps? That's the one thing I never understood. What the hell is a simp?
What? How can you hold on? How can you just let him say that and then go on to something else?
What was this thing about simps? Huh? Well, no.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is
Press him.
This is a good question to ask him, because he can't explain what a simp is, but you can't just
You got to press him when he's giving you a line of bullshit.
right. That was a line of bullshit.
A simp, well, I'll tell you what it stands for. I mean, it stands
He
for
doesn't
Jared
say
is
anything.
attracted to anything representing a female with a pulse, not even a female with a pulse.
mediocre pussy.
If it's a AI robot pretending to be a female with a pulse, he will talk to that robot and show that robot his dick.
It can be taken different ways, but it's mostly just a guy who, you know, kind of, I don't know, man. Just someone who's sort of like I mean, I guess you know the term fuckboy, right? You know, someone
yeah.
who maybe, you know, someone who maybe acts like a big shot but isn't. Someone who just, you know, likes to white knight. Someone who's,
Listen to this explanation.
you know, keyboard warrior, I guess. That's mostly what it is, man.
Like, all
I
these
don't know.
words that I hear people negatively talk about all the time, these buzzwords, these little keywords.
It's a simp.
That's all it is. I'm just adding into that, you know.
Bro, I know I probably use that term way too much, but just I guess, you know, your typical kind of troll.
Well, a good idea is just to remove some of them hate videos you got.
Females
Maybe
without a
it'll
pulse
help,
is
you know,
probably something
get
Jared
some
would
of
have
them
sex
haters.
with. I'm sure he does those.
Yeah, because
toys.
quite a lot of videos, including myself and quite a lot of other people, where, you know, you call them
Lay
out
on
and,
his
you know,
bed.
you've threatened to dox them and kill them or whatever. And maybe that is a start by getting rid of them videos and not doing them anymore, because then you're not
He's timing people out in the chat too. See this?
busy causing this for yourself. Because truthfully, I think that some of the stuff that is being done to you is kind of like the way that you react to them, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a reaction, and when you give them that reaction that they're looking for and that they crave for so much, you know, then they're gonna keep on doing it. But if you that we're giving him to basically help him, to actually help improve himself, and for me personally, XXXTentacion was a huge thing for me, and I really wanted to change, so I did, and I've changed quite dramatically. A lot of people that actually know me, like Lovecats, for example, will tell you how much I've changed, how much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Human. So like, I'm just asking for respect. That's all I'm asking for, guys. If you have something, if you have criticism for me, I'm certainly open to hearing it. But if you're going to be insulting,
he gets mad and leaves eventually too. It's really long, and then there's like a lot of talk without him here at the end. But he didn't really press him at all. But here's Jared's response here after. Gotta find it here. Oh,
Jared Jennifer.
Oh, hold on.
Alrighty, guys. Forgot my ball cap, so you get to see cue ball Jared. Hold on a second. I'm always prepared. Always prepared, even though it's probably gonna be hot. I really don't like my bald head. So hey, Swaggy J in the building. Speaking of Jay, I'm gonna talk about Toxic Jay.
He usually has is fine.
Yeah.
It's so
and the
funny.
interview that went down. So here's the thing, guys. I don't hate Toxic Jay. I just simply dislike him as a person. I think he's rather judgmental, and I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to manipulate me into saying that, number one, I have mental problems, which I don't, and number two, apologize for, you know, comments pedo-related, which I really have no reason to. You know, the main thing that I did wrong, guys, and I want you to understand this, I became too hateful of a person. I let hate take over me, as the Bible calls it, getting a hardened heart. And when you get a hardened heart, it basically just makes you into a Grinch, you know? Hence the hat here, hence the...
He's a Jesse Lee Peterson fan.
Oh, yeah, hardened
Gotta
heart.
eliminate the hate, gotta get out. I'm getting no more hate, no more anger. No more
what do they call these things?
Heart.
It's not a beanie, it's a fucking... I don't fucking know, bro. But I think they're pretty popular in Canada. But fuck it, I'll just be Canadian A. Anyhow, so yeah, you know, what Toxic J did was... What pissed me off most is he was saying this, like, you did this, you did that. He was condemning me by doing that. He was manipulating me, and I saw through it. It wasn't just, okay, you know, what are your thoughts on this? You know, why do you think this? He was condemning me in a way of questioning, and I didn't appreciate that, and that's why I ended the call. And, you know, also, he just, I didn't really like his attitude either. He was just, he didn't seem very understanding that I've been a victim of cyberbullying, and that was pissing me off, too, because even though he told me he got trolled, too, he doesn't know what it's like to be me.
Yeah, he does this. You don't know what it's like to be. He said that a lot in the.
You don't.
It's such a pity party. Everyone has to feel sorry for Jared, but Jared, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
That's a pity party.
He justifies everything he does. That's totally cool.
The level of trolling that I've dealt with over the past years is just ungodly. I mean, it really is, guys.
It's because
and I'm not trying to throw a
you're
pity
a
party,
cunt.
but I just want you to know there are other people out there on YouTube who have it much, much worse. Trust that 100%, bro. If you're someone who speaks your mind, if you're someone who's not a soy boy cuck, also being straight and white can be very dangerous too. You have to realize this is.
Yeah, he thinks a lot of people mess with him because he's straight and white.
Is YouTube, corporate-run site that bows down to SJWs. So I know I've been taking heat because of that, especially because of Predator Poachers, which are full. That channel was full of racists. You know, oh, he's white, he's a pedophile. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, Jose. Okay, Tyrone, and get to know me.
See, what? He was just bitching about how racists wanted him to join their club, and now he's calling black people Tyrone.
First, homie. Jesus Christ. Fucking wannabe gangster thug. I got so many empty-ass threats, too. Hilarious threats from, like, 14-year-old kids. Parents, listen, you gotta be careful when you give your kid the phone, because they're gonna just splatter the internet with autism. Really, I think 18 is an appropriate age to give a kid a phone. That's just my personal input on the matter. But anyhow, I just wanted to say that I'm very glad I still did this interview for one solid reason. I exposed the scumbag, Chris, the 30-year-old boomer. Okay, this guy is the one who started all this crap.
No one gives
as
a
much
shit
as I hate to
about
give him
that.
credit, he's the one who started all this with Drunken Peasants, another very toxic channel.
He did not start that with us.
Yeah.
He
We've
blamed,
been talking about Jared since I can remember.
he blamed Chris for everything.
That has done a lot of damage, and I hope gets shut down for good.
Ooh.
So I exposed him. I exposed, his little Nazi cult, him and Matthew Heimbach. And there's a few others that I didn't mention too, like another guy, Nightbreed. I know he works with them. There's like one or two others, but those are the big three. And I'm glad that I did that because I feel like I'm making YouTube great again and cleansing it of 4chan
Making YouTube great again and cleansing it.
autism.
MAGA?
It's
Make
all just
YouTube great
neo-Nazism.
again?
The 4chan flag, guys, you have to realize the Kekistani flag. It looks almost identical to the Nazi flag. These guys are a bunch of freaking Nazis. It's not just
Are we
SJWs
being
and
lumped
jargon.
in with the Kekistanis now?
I guess.
Shit.
He thinks we're part of 4chan.
These people,
too.
alt-righters, really do love Hitler. They're actual fucking Nazis, bro. And I'm sick and tired of dealing with them. Anyways, guys, those are just my thoughts on the interview. And I just want to say this again. Look, I wish Toxic J all the best, but I blocked him. I don't want him part of my life anymore. I don't need negative people or judgmental people. I am who I am. If you can't accept that, dude, sorry.
See his shirt collar, how he's got like a safety pin? He couldn't remember what a safety pin was, too. He kept calling it a paper clip. But it's a safety pin.
But just move the fuck on. You don't need to cry about it or try to manipulate me because I don't bow down. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own man.
I mean, he interviewed you very poorly, but he asked you a lot of questions people have been asking for. He had those questions written down and hardly asked any follow-up questions.
So guys, thanks for watching. God bless. See you guys later.
God bless.
He let you give a totally bullshit excuse.
Bullshit, motherfucker.
And look at this. Look at this.
How's it going, guys? Cue Ball Jared here. I don't feel
See, he does this every time. He's like, I don't like my bald head.
like getting a hat. Well, here you go. Here's one.
He's like, but I don't feel like getting a hat. And then he pulls
I
out
always
a
seem to
hat.
have a hat on hand, don't I?
You idiot.
Jared
You
Genesis
have
always
all
has a
types
hat
of shit within
on
arm's
hand.
reach because you have shit all over your fucking room.
That'd make a
dude.
great slogan. Always has a hat on hand. So here's the thing, guys. That interview did not go over well. You can't please everybody. I get that. Like, there's people out there, guys, that you just simply... You can't change them. They're stuck in their own ways. I think, personally, a lot of these people just want to hate. They have hardened hearts, you know what I mean? Like the Bible says, hardened hearts. And there's just not a whole lot inside of here. Because I know in that interview with Toxic James, I don't want to brag on myself, but I know I did a pretty damn good job explaining myself and who I really am. And if you're still going to judge me for that, then something, my friend, is seriously wrong with your head. And I have no interest at all in even trying to change your mind because I don't want anything to do with you. That's why I block a lot of you guys. It's because you're so full of hate, and it's so apparent too. People see it. People come at me, they're like, oh my god, dude, you got some serious hateful people, at your neck. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I know, dude, trust me, I know.
Shit. Hold on.
Hello, fellow man.
Don't let it affect my energy, you got to protect your energy. Energy is a very sacred and beautiful thing, and I don't let drama bring me down in this life. So, apology to Shabisky. I'm just not going to be doing any more interviews because it's just causing me more drama. I know, bro, I told you that I would, and I'm really sorry for this, but you have to understand, bro, like, no offense to you, bro. Like,
It's funny how he likes Shabisky, but that's how his channel
cool guy. I think you're a cool guy.
Yeah.
But your fan base, it looks to be a bunch of maybe, younger kids, teens. And I'm not going to try to explain myself to adolescents because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. I do apologize for this, bro, and I wish you well. Understand that I just, I'm dealing with enough shit right now. And I see now that I'm just not going to reach out to a lot of these people because they're very hateful. They're very lost individuals. And you know what? I'm praying for them. I really am. If you're one of those people who
feel sorry for him.
just hates me, for no reason, and wants to attack me with silly ad hominems, things that are lies but are still grabbing onto it because you're so hateful. I'm genuinely sorry for that. You have my sympathy, really, you do. Because number one, you probably were molested as a kid. Number two, maybe you just didn't have a father figure growing up. I know there's a science to your brain and your misery, and I'm very, very sorry for you that you still feel the need to hate me. But anyway, Shabisky, I apologize, bro. All the best to you. You know what I'm saying? Also, fuck that idiot, Billy the Fridge. I think you're a pretty damn good rapper. That guy's just a fat fuck, probably.
Wow.
It's very sweet of him to say that he thinks I'm a pretty good rapper, though.
Has terrible taste in rap. Probably only listens to, fucking Biggie and Tupac. Probably doesn't even listen to anything else. You know what I mean? These fucking elitists. You gotta love them. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Peace.
Gotta love me.
He was like, fuck that guy.
I'm an elitist.
Why did he
Gotta
bring
love
you
him.
up out of nowhere?
I think we know why.
Oh, because you tried to get him in trouble?
No, because he loves my rap so much, he can't stop thinking about me. Probably wants to friend me on Pokemon Go and stuff. I don't think I could be friends with Jared on Pokemon Go.
I would say you probably shouldn't be.
I should befriend Jared just so I have one more person to talk about in my inevitable Chris Hansen interview. I'm so deep.
You don't have to be friends with him to do that.
Oh, damn it. I wanted to be friends.
You're weird.
Whoa. Yeah, good old Jared Genesis.
If you guys want to chat with us for a bit, jump into the live stream chat, and we'll talk to you.
I'm pretty excited for tomorrow's Actual Mania card.
Actual Mania.
That intro is fucking cool.
It gets you pumped.
I like it. Why, Billy? Why? Why? Even Jared can't deny Billy's sick bars. True. Oh, man. I have had gas like crazy for like a good week now.
Okay, thanks.
I'm telling you, man. It's not good. I feel horrible. I've just been burping and spitting and farting. It's pretty gross. Thought I'd let everybody know.
Good job.
I thought I'd let everybody know. Oh, yeah. Bow, bow. Did anybody jump in that chat?
Not yet,
Damn,
surprisingly.
friendos. Yeah, I thought the last Actual Mania was good, too. Was anybody complaining about it at all? Because I think I've heard nothing but good stuff about it. It's actually super exciting. Should we do one every month? You think that's the way? This is the second month we're doing one. We might be able to just keep this going.
Keep it
going. Keep the excitement up. Get the fan interaction. Get different crazies. I was trying to think of a way to do like a battle royal. Maybe like a
rattle boil.
Well, like maybe like a TikTok battle royal or something is what we'd call it, where it's like some platform that has only short form videos, and we play short form videos of people because they're short and quick, and then just maybe find a way to make voting work with that. I don't know. I got these ideas, man, how we could up the interest level of things. Even though it destroyed your mental health, did you get Actual Mania from watching Actual Mania? Reconsider my dance-off match, please. That's actually not a bad idea. Did I give myself salmonella? I don't think so. Why am I sticky? Is that a thing that I have to worry about now? I did go to Chipotle, but they didn't have lettuce, so I didn't have any lettuce.
Chipotle's so lame.
I had a bowl with rice and beans because they had a lettuce outage because of the E. coli or whatever on the lettuce. And I was eating it. I was like, dude, I actually prefer the salad. I hadn't had rice and beans, rice at Chipotle for so long. I started eating beans recently at Chipotle. Get those good proteins, those good carb proteins. Oh, no, Skep G's, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Doing a pee.
The crypto market drops. Oh,
Which one?
I mean, it's all been dropping because Bitcoin took a dive.
How bad?
Bitcoin lost thousands.
What's it at?
Let's see. It is.
Spec and exec are in.
Yeah. Here we go. For a while there, Bitcoin was down to like, what was it? It was down to like 6,700. Now it's back up into the low 7,000s. But at the beginning of this month, it was like 9,500.
So if it gets down to under 5K, it might be time to buy.
Might be. Unless it just keeps going down. Yeah, look, see, like this is the month for Bitcoin. You can see it go down, 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 down.
It's at 7 now. It's jumping back up.
Very slightly.
Yeah. Burping, farting, sulfur can be a sign, but if you're not puking, probably not. Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
Well, obviously
If
it's not
anyone
just
bought
the
Bitcoin at the
sulfur.
beginning of this year, they got a pretty good return, especially if they would have sold in like June. They would have made quite a bit more, like multiple times whatever they invested, because it got up to 12,000 and then kind of took a dump. Hey guys, are you there?
I don't know anything about Bitcoin.
Are bats dropping?
Everything drops when Bitcoin drops. Like the whole crypto market gets hurt, but some do better than others. Like some aren't as affected. But yeah, bats. Yeah, it looks like bats did drop. Now might be a time to buy some.
Bats. Batman. Batman. Batman.
Buy that guano. And just play that
Get that
scene from
guano.
Ace Ventura when he's
Yeah,
like
Ace
licking
Ventura
the guano
2.
bowl. Yeah. Man, those are some good movies. I don't care what anyone says.
We got all kinds of new Patreons.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Only 2 of us in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are shy.
I mean, I just wish there were more
Shy.
people so I could change my name and profile pic to an arrow pointing at Billy saying horrible fucking driver or something.
Why would you do that? That's terribly
Well, it's just
inappropriate.
'cause it's true.
No, it's not.
Birds of a feather too. You know, you saw what Boogie did too.
Well, was Boogie driving during the crash? I thought he actually turned off the camera before, and that's why he said, "Thank you guys for telling me not to do that."
Yeah, he wasn't, but Ben just assumes he was
was
because Ben's a
texting.
paranoid
He
liar.
was texting while driving.
Ben's a paranoid liar.
You know, I saw
So Boogie wasn't.
Dude, I saw a news story today where a woman's being charged with second-degree murder, second-degree vehicular homicide, because she was typing a text message while driving and she rear-ended a car in front of her, and that car hit someone in the crosswalk and killed them.
Damn.
Yeah. And she's facing like 10 years in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
What the
sucks.
fuck is that evil fix? So I just said I don't think
Maybe
he
even
was-
more than that. Maybe more like 20. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he was streaming, and I think he had his seatbelt on during the crash. But
Yeah.
the fact that he had to be told to put his seatbelt on or not to stream is definitely a point against it.
He wasn't
Next YouTube
streaming.
video,
he was filming a
Francis
video.
rages about his crash car.
How did he upload the video?
He uploaded it while he was driving after he filmed it
Oh,
for people to see.
I see.
Hey
he was
guys,
still doing- So
Hey,
basically, he
Francis.
still had. Shut up. He still had
Okay.
his. He still had his. So he still had his phone in his hand while he was doing it.
Probably.
Yeah. So he was fucking
Not
with his
during
phone
the
the whole time.
crash.
That's how he was tweeting and responding to tweets and reading stuff. Dude, come on. You make it sound like after he filmed that video, he just put the phone away and didn't mess with it anymore while he was driving. He was literally messing with the phone the entire time. That's why he didn't have his eyes on the road. That's why he rear-ended a car in front of him. That's the truth. Dude,
Like, what's the
You can
evidence for that?
see
'Cause
a
Billy,
stoppage.
Billy, we've
That's
seen
your opinion. That's not
dude,
the truth.
he hit a car. He didn't hit the truck. He hit a car in front of him
that had
was,
hit the truck.
Hey,
There was
Big
a pileup.
Lebowski.
No. The pilot was way further
Well,
down.
yeah, but it was a pileup.
it was a. No one else hit the truck.
Some other people hit the truck.
Okay, yeah, people way down hit the truck, and there were
Yeah.
people waiting to pass the
So
accident.
you're saying when there's multiple people that hit, that Boogie was
Boogie was the one on the back. He rear-ended the car in front of him. No one rear-ended him. Yeah. When you are behind someone, it's your responsibility to keep your
Guess
speed.
we'll never know.
Yeah, thanks for interrupting me. You really don't listen. You do not know even what's up.
I do know.
I read a
what's up.
comment
Okay.
in the comment
This is-
section that
all right,
said
this is
that Tesla
speculation.
dodged a bullet. I thought that was pretty funny.
So we know that what happened, he was driving and he didn't stop in time to avoid rear-ending the car in front of him. Yeah.
And what if the car in front of him was stopping because they weren't looking and they
You know what? How about
really
we just-
quick?
Well, we could just wait and see what the insurance companies say. Probably.
I don't know if that information will be made public.
Yeah.
'cause
We
that's
could
not
we
really-
could just not give a fuck about a car accident that happened because it doesn't affect us.
I mean, Boogie was.
I'm just
probably
saying distracted driving is very dangerous.
Yeah,
And that the
It
people
is.
that do it might want to think again.
might want to.
before-
Yeah.
But I will say, even if Boogie wasn't using his phone at the time, the fact that he had to be told not to do it, and the fact,
But
that
he
had
was
to be
still
told
doing
to put
it.
his
The
seatbelt
evidence
on.
is that he was still doing it anyway. Like, yeah, he didn't keep filming, and yeah, he put his seatbelt on, but he was still reading Twitter and typing to people on Twitter while he was driving, right?
Unless he was typing when he stopped to go to the gas station to fill up and eat a food.
When I heard his explanation, it sounded like you, and I know for a fact you text while driving and do other shit and multitask like crazy when you drive.
Didn't you say you
I
filmed
I
him
may or
doing
may
it?
not do that, but I know many people who do as well.
I don't care.
I know many people who do that.
I don't care. What
Dan,
does it have
didn't
to
you
do with
say you
anything?
Filmed
saying.
him doing this.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No,
you,
that's not
you
true.
said you filmed him doing it, so
Couldn't happen.
just play the
Couldn't
video
happen.
and we'll see.
Nope.
Interesting. Billy doesn't want us to play it.
He just doesn't want to stop either. He's addicted.
I
He's addicted to it.
I drive with tons of space around me. I'm spatially aware of everything around me.
No, you're not. You almost took us into oncoming traffic.
There was no oncoming traffic.
Yes, it was. It was. You would have hit it.
There was no oncoming
Yes,
traffic.
there was.
If there was traffic, I would have been in that lane because I slid over a lane. But there was no cars.
There were cars there, and
Not
if you
for
would have
they weren't close. They weren't nearby at all.
oh my God, how is that any
But you
better?
went
Because I
into
knew
the
exactly
other
what was
lane?
around me.
Oh, you were just driving in that other lane because you knew there weren't any cars there.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
it's not funny.
It's not being funny. I'm literally saying.
No, that's not why. You had your eyes off the road and you were responding to a text message, and the road suddenly curved, and that's why you ended up in the oncoming lane.
The opposite lane. There was no oncoming traffic.
You were sliding into oncoming traffic.
and it scared you. There was no oncoming traffic. I
No,
went into
he's
the
lying.
lane that was coming the other way. There were no cars.
Jeff Holiday was there. He agrees
No,
with
Jeff
me.
Holiday told me he was like, Billy's a sweet boy.
Yeah, see how he tries. He's like, oh, actually, guys, this is all just a joke. I'm just joking around.
Before I die, I'm going to be I'm going to be acquitted, and the acquittal will go down in law book history as the sweet boy defense.
Uh-huh.
I promise. That's
Okay.
gonna
Kind
happen.
of like the OJ trial, the sweet boy
Yeah.
defense.
They're gonna have
This
the sweet
is
boy
Sweet
defense.
This
This
is Sweet
is
Billy.
sweet baby Billy. It's gonna happen.
He is a sweet
Spec
boy.
got
So,
kicked.
so will you pledge to stop doing all this stuff while driving for the safety of the public?
No.
See?
I'm not gonna bend a knee just because you have this weird kink to try and be supreme over people.
How is it a kick?
You're bullying me and pushing your foot to my throat live in front of the fans for entertainment. I'll do it for entertainment, but I'm not going to humor it any further than that. I'm not going to bend the knee.
But that's seriously not seriously. It's one of my biggest fears in the world.
Yeah.
and I think it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not trying to get you to bend a knee.
And what I'm saying is, if I do or don't do it, I'll do it on my own. Well, I might have already been doing it, and you don't know. I'm not gonna play into this conversation like, would you do?
It's not bullying.
Would you
Dude,
pledge?
that's such a fucking strong. I want you to be safe, and that's bullying.
You're
you.
virtue
That's such
signaling.
bullshit. That's not
You're virtue signaling.
Oh yeah, Mister. Put pedophiles to death. Like seriously.
What? I think if they are repeat offenders, they don't get
I'm not
second
having
chances.
This. I'm not having this. I'm not having this conversation with you. You totally mischaracterized what I was saying. I want you to be safe, and I don't want you to be a danger to people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to get in trouble. But
And so far, I haven't got any of that.
that doesn't matter.
Oh, so what matters is
Doing
your
it.
fear,
Putting yourself at
your
risk.
fear,
Putting yourself and others
your
at risk.
fear.
And you'll strawman me and call it bullying. You'll call it. Yeah.
I mean, here's what I'll call it.
Okay.
I'll call it your opinion, and if you catch me doing it in a car again, I'll know that you got in a car with me, so you can't be that scared.
That's bullshit too. You already tried this argument. We proved that I hardly ever get in the car with you.
Yeah, and I'm on
Normally,
the road all the time.
Normally, because I refuse to drive impaired, I will take a bus or something like that if I'm going out. Otherwise, I'll drive myself.
Have you ever had
And my
to
phone
make up your
is in the
mind?
center console, like out of my sight and away from me.
Yeah, my phone's often in my center console. And it's often in my right. Ben gets mad when I drive with one hand. Can Spec come back in?
I drive with one hand. I don't know what you're talking about
Oh.
there. No, I get mad when you drive with your knee,
Yeah,
which you
that's it.
also
That's
do.
it.
When you drive hand. Oh my!
I'm really good at knee driving. I'm really good at knee driving.
I like how you say it, Ben.
Yeah.
This is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ben gets mad when I drive with one hand. No, I get mad when you drive with no hands.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
No hands.
I knew it was a lack of hands that got you mad.
The total absence of
You
hands.
want to bring Spec back in because we're not going to be here that much longer, and Spec keeps wanting to come back in.
Is he in?
Okay, Spec.
There it is.
I don't know
Spec
why
face
this
on.
always fucking happens.
I know why. Your internet is a bitch.
I'm using my phone.
Your phone's internet is a.
Yeah, people
You
are.
think you got a dead zone?
You know, I forgot to change the delay, so people are just now hearing that you drive with your knees. And
Yeah.
You're proud of your knee driving.
Yeah. I just do a little knee driving. It's fine.
And you're gonna claim to be a good driver.
I am a good driver. If I can drive with no hands, that's
Hey
pretty
guys,
fucking
stop
good.
helping me virtue signal, okay?
Yeah, Ben's
All right.
using scare tactics.
Just put pedophiles to death instead.
I mean,
That's
Hey,
what good
look,
people
I'm a
do.
really nice person, okay? Also, I just murdered 12 people.
did I murder 12 people? Did I?
I've never been
Good.
caught
Because
murdering people before.
pedophiles.
What about
I'm-
ones that never been caught?
then
Because
they
you've
can
never
live.
you've never been caught. You know,
Yeah, pedophiles that have never done any sort of actual pedophilia.
we're not turning this into a. We're not going to turn this into a distractive driving versus
I have a
pedophilia.
problem.
What's worse?
I have a problem.
Argument.
I have a problem with people who molest kids.
Sure.
And Ben
yeah.
has a problem with me driving the way I
Distracted
drive.
driving kills a lot of people every year.
Yeah, it's terrible. But I'm not distracted.
Oh, because you have a keener sense of mobility.
Yeah, I don't distracted
That's
drive.
what.
I think
See,
it's,
this is the unfalsifiable claim that he's going to try to use now.
I know the road. I have great eyesight. I have
You don't
great-
know. You don't know the road because when you take your eyes off the road, you swerve into oncoming traffic.
There was one time when I knew there was no other traffic around. There was
You
no
hear
oncoming
this?
traffic. There was no oncoming traffic.
Yeah,
He's doing
That's-
the.
that's-
I meant
that's-
to do that.
that's a pretty regular thing, right? You just kind of swerve around between both lanes as long as there's no oncoming
I do go into the second lane if there's no cars around. What's the point of staying in your
You were-
lane?
No,
Then
you
you're
were
not a
aware
good
that the road.
driver.
Why
You-
not?
You were not aware that the road
I'm
was
taking
curving.
advantage of the entire road.
You had your eyes off the road, and you were not aware that.
but
the
I knew
road
there
was
were no
curving.
cars, so I
No,
was
you
a-
didn't.
Watching
You weren't
too much-
looking.
He
You
watches too
did
much
it because
Fast
you
and
weren't
Furious.
looking. That's the whole reason it happened.
I wasn't looking because I knew there was no cars. I wasn't caring.
You
I
didn't
was
know
like,
that
let's
the
go.
road curved.
Let's go. I was fine. I was fine.
Now the no harm, no foul.
Look. Here's the thing. I obviously
Now the Jared Genesis. Look, guys,
I've
you need
asked
to
not
understand.
to talk about this 1,000 fucking times.
Oh man.
And Ben brings it up
I
every
just want
time
you to be
again.
safe.
We've been going for
All you have
over
to
an
do
hour.
is admit you're a bad driver and we'll stop.
Based on results, I'm a fine
Yeah, isn't
driver.
that funny? Because like Billy will argue stuff to the ground.
Based on results, I'm a fine driver. Based on
I
results.
really want to see that footage of you, like, that Ben's mentioned of you playing Pokemon Go or something while driving.
I don't think it exists. But that will be something that you can see on another after show because this after show is gone on long enough. I'm not going to sit here and be your punching bag for
Listen,
you snowflake
you know what?
virtue signalers.
Yeah, you use a lot of Jared defenses. You were, I mean, like, unironically. Now you are, but unironically
What?
earlier you were. Yeah,
You
you
know
were
what,
doing the
Billy,
like.
I've noticed that Ben has not played this clip you mentioned, so
Uh-huh.
Hi, Billy. Make it a hi, Billy, Ben.
And
Hi,
every
Billy.
time I mention it, Ben just goes quiet. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why he doesn't play it? Because the car is full of fucking underage kids drinking, and Ben and I were having an underage kid party while I was driving, and there's a bunch of 7-year-olds drinking alcohol.
Are you
and doing
just
cocaine.
trying to increase?
Hi, everybody.
Are you
It's
just trying
Chris
to back up what Ben
Hansen
said
on
about
Chris
you being just
Hansen
like
Live.
Jared?
I've
I'm
entered the
nothing like
chat
Jared.
now, and I'm going to interview Billy, who's now saying he's a pedophile. Billy, what is on your mind?
I didn't say pedophile, you fucking dude. This is the problem. You keep putting false words in my mouth, expecting people to take it on as fact. You're just virtue signaling. All I said is we were
that
partying,
really how
drinking,
you
and driving
feel,
with kids.
though, Billy?
We were drinking and driving with kids. And you want to pull out the P word when everybody says I bring it up?
So you admit to
Disgusting.
drinking and driving?
With kids, yeah.
Oh wow! So you are.
Did one of those
terrible
kids
driver,
ever
though.
try to touch you, Mr. Billy Fridge?
They cracked my back. I had a 7-year-old crack my back.
That's
No.
pretty sexual.
No, that's not. That's gross, dude. It's just back cracking. Why are you such a pervert? There's two types of comedy. Stuff that's really, really smart or really, really stupid. This is really, really stupid, and that's why we're laughing at it.
I love how Billy thinks that having underage kids with him makes the fact that he's drinking and driving better.
Well, the idea
Wait,
is
what
I
would-
tacked
what-
on a whole bunch of terrible things that people don't like, and I made them all one thing. And I used that to say why Ben hasn't posted the video of me distracted driving, because it implicates us in such worse scenario, right? You get the level of humor there.
So you admit to being a bad driver.
I admit
Good.
that it's hard to make jokes around people with strange autism.
It was so funny I forgot to laugh.
It was very funny.
See, that's another thing Jared does when people don't agree with him.
Yeah.
He accuses them of being autistic.
Well,
So it's just that we're
Oh,
just too
no, the other
autistic to
thing
get
is-
your awesome joke.
I was
It wasn't that the
specifically-
joke wasn't
I was
funny.
specifically teasing
It's
Spec for being autistic.
None of us
Like,
laughed.
you know the other fucking
You tease me
thing
for being
you
autistic
said?
too, so I'm taking Spec's
You
side.
have flagtism,
Yeah.
and you have virtue signaltism.
You do way more than me.
Not me. I'm a sweet
Oh
boy.
man, you
I'm a
virtue
sweet
signal
boy.
how racist
Well,
you're
you
not.
just
I am-
virtue signaled right there. You just
Yeah,
Do you
you-
know how racist I'm not, though? I
Right.
couldn't even say Edward Nigma.
You just virtue fightered, so you need to stop that right now.
I really feel like it's unfortunate that we came up with Edward Nigma,
That was
tonight.
hilarious.
because that's I feel like that's gonna catch me slip at some point,
Edward
and I'm gonna
Nigma,
accidentally.
Edward Nigma, Edward Nigma, Edward Nigma, Edward Nigma, Edward Nigma. Almost, I said Nigra. What?
Oh man, this is why we can't have nice things.
What?
Hello, my name is Chris Hansen. Hello, my name is Chris Hansen.
Oh man. So yeah, guys, if you happen to notice that Billy the Fridge is streaming and driving at the same time, I want you to let me know. Tweet at me. We'll keep the roads safe in Seattle.
Streaming and driving is allowable.
Get
on
Fantasy
YouTube.
A to be on your neighborhood watch.
Oh God,
So, but I
ladies and
think
gentlemen,
the other
I'm
thing-
tired of.
The other comparison with Jared here is he said something that was just so serious and then just tried to go back and say, I was just kidding.
When did I say I was kidding?
Wow. Did we take him out of context?
Just go
When
back
did I
like
say I
2
was
minutes.
kidding?
You said you were kidding. You
When?
said it was a joke, and then Ben
About
said,
what?
oh yeah, I forgot to laugh.
Oh, the joke about me saying we were drinking and driving and doing cocaine with underage kids while I played Pokemon Go? Because that was something so serious. I was being so serious. And then when I said it was
Well,
a
the
joke
joke about
afterwards, I
you-
was obviously covering my
Well, the joke
tracks
about you
to hide the
drinking and
fact that Ben and I
driving.
were actually
Were
having...
you trying to get them to quote unquote catch a Diglett?
Yeah, how to catch a
What is
Diglett.
going on? What's that?
Dude.
You told them that it goes in and out of its sheath. Is that supposed to
no.
be
Who was
Oh, no.
who was that name you said to me earlier? and I
supposed to
didn't
be
know who
like
it
a
was?
Diglett?
You said something. I'm like, who's that?
Oh, fuck. What was it? Oh, Zendaya, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like,
Zendaya.
is that Sanjaya?
You're like, who's that? And I was
Yeah.
like, that's such a Boomer Ben response. It worked perfectly. It was classic Ben right there.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she's Mary Jane in the new Spider-Man.
No, I don't give a
She's-
fuck about that stuff at all.
She's got a good HBO show called Euphoria that came out.
Boring.
Boring. I only like wrestling and Star Trek. Everything else is boring. I love talking bad about how Star Trek and wrestling is bad. That's my favorite things is talking about bad wrestling and bad Star Trek.
Have I been talking about bad wrestling? Actually, no. You know, honestly, I prefer to talk about the wrestling and Star Trek that I like. I don't normally complain about wrestling.
Just
that
if
much.
Discovery or John Cena comes up, then
John Cena's not current wrestling.
yeah.
I don't watch a lot of WWE, but there's a lot of options out there, so there's other stuff that I like. And
Yeah,
I prefer
guys,
to focus on
I'm
that.
a famous rock and internet megastar. I need a 24-hour live-in driver, and since I don't have one, I have to play Pokemon Go while driving because I haven't. What I need is the world to donate a 24-hour live-in driver and or a Tesla self-driving car. That's all I need, guys.
Just like Boogie.
I'm gonna have to get a self-driving car, to be honest. That way, you guys will just be like, okay, you win, Bill Fridge. Play your fucking Pokemon. But I don't even play Pokemon that much because guess what, guys?
You always use that.
Pokemon doesn't work
Okay.
on the fucking freeway, anyways.
Okay.
Go too fast.
That's true.
Okay, so yeah, because it'll be like, are you driving now?
Yeah, just nothing will show up. It just shuts down.
All right, we're gonna end this. Thanks.
Everybody have a good night.
All right.
See you tomorrow for
Everybody.
the actual
Bye.
mania.
Actual mania.